104.7 Kiss FM, JJR Rich. That's SZA. First time we played that on the show?
I think so.
Such a good song. It's off her deluxe album of SOS. That song's called BMF, but it's such a hit.
What's the vibe for horoscopes?
I am going to tell you how you are as a pet owner based on your zodiac sign.
Hey, Jen.
Good morning.
What's your sign?
Aquarius.
Okay, Aquarius. Jen, your pet is different. You didn't get like a cat or a dog like everyone else. You have like something really weird, like a lizard or a bird or some exotic pet that no one has ever heard of, and you love explaining why they're so misunderstood.
Well, I had a cat that I always put a harness on, so, I guess, the weird part is, yes, for sure.
Totally. If you're taking your cat out on walks like a dog, it's a little weird.
Oh, no, I put a harness on attached to the tree outside, and he just chilled.
Oh! Okay. Even weirder. Awesome.
Thanks, Jen.
I know.
I love it.
You too. Veronica, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning, Cancer.
Okay, Cancers. This isn't just a pet. This is your child. You tuck them in at night. You sing to them. And if anybody says anything slightly negative about them, you will be throwing hands. They could literally destroy your entire couch and you'd be like, oh, it's okay. You're so cute.
That is accurate.
That is 100% accurate. That is my sister. She's a Cancer, and she used to chop up. She still does. She spoon feeds her dogs.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. She'll send me. It's just ridiculous. She's
Only the finest silverware for every stuff.
All right, Veronica, drive safe.
Thank you.
What's up, Mike?
Roland, you, John Jay, representing Virgos.
Okay, Virgos. John Jay, I don't know if this really fits for you just because of how much Blake does. But Mike, this might relate to you when it comes to your pet. Your pet is on strict routine, and you are the CEO of Pet Parenting Incorporated. Their food is carefully measured, their vet checkups are booked months in advance, and their toys are cleaned regularly because germs.
Not me.
No, that's my wife to a T.
That's my wife.
Not me, though.
What sign is your wife?
She's an Aquarius.
Oh, okay. Mine's an Aries. In fact, her birthday's Sunday. All right, Mike, take care. My wife is exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
The way she feeds our dogs, like whenever I feed them, I think she puts like one little half a scoop or something in for the dogs. I'm scooping it up. I'm loaded up.
Yeah, let's go. Buffet style.
Yeah. In fact, yesterday, so our most recent dog is Pablo that we adopted from Kyle's father-in-law. And he's an amazing dog. He's a Bernie Doodle mix something. Amazing dog, but that dog pissed me off so much yesterday.
Why?
So when I was a kid growing up, we had this little poodle, and the poodle listened to everything my dad said, and the poodle loved my dad. And whenever in the beginning, when the poodle did something wrong, my dad would tap it on the nose and go, no, like that, no. And then the poodle listened. I've never done that to any of my dogs. This freaking Pablo dog yesterday, Blake was on calls all day yesterday, and I was getting kind of pissed because it was like 5 and I want to eat. So I angrily started to make hamburgers. And then I made 4 hamburgers, and I was going to eat all 4 of them. But I ate 2 of them, and I thought, all right, I'm going to save these 2 for her. So now I've changed my mindset. Now I'm like, all right, I made dinner for you too. Right? So I put the 2 hamburgers on a paper plate, and I went into the pantry to get aluminum foil. When I came out, Pablo had taken the hamburgers and knocked them down.
Oh.
I got so mad.
Oh, no.
So I grabbed his nose and tried to do what my dad did, and I went, no. And I felt terrible.
Oh.
He went like all, like the dogs.
Yeah.
The dog's never had anything bad happen in his life or anybody ever scold him. He just lives his life and does whatever he wants. And I hit him on the nose like, no, bad dog. And you could see it. It was terrible.
Poor guy.
Stupid dog ate my hamburgers. And then I didn't have a time to tell my wife, I made you hamburgers too. Anyway, bummer. Shanae, good morning.
Good morning, it's Shanae, the Gemini.
Hey, Shanae. Okay, when it comes to your pets, you have full-blown conversations with them. You are giving TED Talks, asking them for life advice, and then getting shocked when they don't answer. You also definitely gave them at least 3 different nicknames that make no sense.
Absolutely. That's so funny because I will do that.
I love those kind of dog parents or pet parents when they're just talking to their pets like they're kids. So funny.
Absolutely, because they get it. They're part of the family. They have an opinion, too.
That's right. They know. They speak English.
They know,
They do.
All right, Shanae, have a great day.
Bye.
You too, bye.
Stella,
Hello, good morning.
what's your sign?
Taurus.
Okay, Taurus. Your pet lives better than most people. They have multiple beds, gourmet treats, and a daily massage. You have seriously considered getting them matching pajama sets with you. And let's be real, if anyone deserves luxury, it's a Taurus's pet.
Exactly.
All right, Stella. Have a great day. Thanks for
Bye.
listening.
All right. Bye-bye.
If you missed any of your sign, if it wasn't posted, it's posted right now on our website, JohnJaneRich.com. We're going to do some stacks and some hacks. I have stacks of information. Rich has life hacks. Anybody here betting on March Madness?
I made my bracket, but I don't think I'm actually going to bet.
Who do you have to win?
For men or for women?
Men.
I didn't do a men's bracket. I only did the women's
then
bracket.
why did you just tell me women?
Well,
Why did you
because
just
I
say-
wanted to know. Women, I have South Carolina winning.
talking to my son Kemp, he has Florida winning the men. He has Houston winning and Dutch has Florida. Something like that. I don't know.
I don't know anything about basketball, so I won't be involved in that. But if, because you had talked about, John Jay, if we were going to do like a show bracket or something, I was planning on just copying Tim McGraw because he posted his March Madness picks and he picked Michigan to win it all.
March Madness poll found most of us just wing it when we fill out our brackets. 23% said the main strategy is turning to friends or family for help. 14% base it on a hunch. 22% said they just do whatever vibes they're feeling. 1% say they do whatever Tim McGraw does.
There you go.
In a poll, this is another thing that's, I think, somehow is going to be related to Kyle and her husband. 5% of people say they need or want all of the physical mail they receive. Isn't he a mail?
That would be Scott. He still loves going to get the mail.
There's a new trend of people going under anesthesia while getting a tattoo. Doctors say they're serious, that some serious risks come with doing that, and don't do it.
Apparently, I am now the spokesperson for not having general anesthesia for tattoo procedures because y'all keep sending these videos to me and it makes me so angry that people are doing this. I don't think this was in America, but anyway, y'all know that 45-year-old influencer guy recently just died on the table while he was having general anesthesia for a tattoo, which is just ridiculous. And then if they give him just a little too much medicine or it's really long and the medicine starts to accumulate and he stops breathing, well, you about to have yourself a Michael Jackson situation.
Yeah, crazy. You know who did that? Who went under anesthesia for
Who?
a tattoo? Mellow Ball.
Oh, really?
LaMelo Ball went through under to get his whole back tatted.
Well, that's a big he's covered in tattoos. A woman in Texas hit the lottery for $83.5 million last month, but they won't pay her because she bought the ticket through an app called Jackpocket. Officials are looking into whether the win should count. She can't get paid until the investigation is complete.
Whoa, she probably had no idea. She's probably just having fun.
A Georgia sorority girl's hot mugshot is trending online. She got pulled over for speeding this month. The cop let her off with a warning. Then they caught her speeding again minutes later and locked her up. The internet thinks she's got a lead foot and a terrific smile. She's beautiful, and her mugshot is trending. Do we post it?
Yeah,
I think
on
it's trending because she's
the story.
smiling. She's
Yeah.
like, hey.
And she's a sorority girl, and that picture is giving sorority. Like,
Yeah.
she looks
She's
bomb.
really pretty.
She's so pretty, yeah.
It's on our John J. Rich Instagram account, so you can see it. Go to stories, you can see it. Meanwhile, I forgot. I know at one point Kyle got put in jail and arrested, and we had your mugshot somewhere.
Did we ever find it? I
thought
don't know
did
if we
find
ever found it.
I felt like we posted it on our website like years ago.
Oh, I don't remember.
But it would be great if someone could find it for us. Kyle Unfucked.
Probably out there.
What year was it? Do you remember?
Circa 2006 or 7, maybe?
Were you smiling like the sorority girl or no?
I don't think
She
so
looked
because
great.
I think they were like, don't smile. So I was like,
You're like,
can
I-
I smize? Just kidding.
Atari is now selling a smartwatch featuring games like Centipede, Pong, Super Breakout, and Missile Command. Isn't that cool?
Yes, it is.
Atari was like one of the very first video games back before the way video games are now crazy, but they used to have this game called Pong. Any guys know what Pong is? It was just two white lines, and it would hit a little white dot slowly, like tennis, and it would go beep, back and forth, back and forth. It was, in fact, I have the sound of Pong. The sound of Pong. Here it is. That's legit.
That was cutting edge.
Video games have come such a long way.
Now you got all the surround sound environments.
13% of Americans have no interest in visiting the Statue of Liberty. I went to New York. You want to go get a boat and go to that? No, thanks. No, thanks. Happy International Day of Happiness. The UN made it a holiday in 2012 to promote the idea that happiness is a basic human right. So if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, you're doing it wrong. The season finale of Severance is tonight. So if you could get a brain implant that made you forget your entire workday, would you do it? Kyle, would you?
No.
Probably not because you've seen
We
Severance.
have fun here. No, because we have fun here. I want to remember the stuff we do
have
here.
fun here.
I don't know how you could do your job here if you separated your home life, because we talk about our home life.
That's right.
10% of Americans said they would.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to catch on now. I mean, if you watch the show, you definitely don't want that.
Right.
What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
It is the first day of spring, and you know what happens when spring and summer comes. Hot weather, chapped lips, and, doctors are coming all together now and saying, don't use the lip balms, because what they do is they have an ingredient in them that actually makes you feel okay for a second, but then your lips get drier and you need more and more lip balm. So what is the fix? It sounds a little weird, but try it because it actually works. Soak a green tea bag in warm water, then just press it against your lips. Just tea bag against your lips for 5 minutes.
Deal.
Teabagging is the answer to not chipped lips. That is the answer. Well, green tea is loaded with antioxidants and tannins that actually help heal and hydrate your lips as opposed to drying them out like the balms do. So try the tea bag thing and let us know. That hack can be found and illustrated at johnjanerich.com.
It's the first day of spring?
It is.
Do you know what day it is?
Today is the first day.
First day of what?
Today's the first day of spring.
The first day of spring?
The first day of spring.
One fine day in spring.
Spring, of course. Huh? You know, spring. Glorious spring day.
Yep, the sun is shining.
Sun shining, birds chirping.
The sun is shining, birds are singing.
And the yellow haze of pollen is spreading throughout the land.
It's showtime.
And for all your music, radio, and podcasts, free never sounded so good.
104.7
Kiss FM.
It's John T. and Rich. Shoot us a text. Text JJR. Whatever you want to say to 96893. You can also call us at 877-937-1047. Like Mike here. What up, Mike?
Yeah, you guys are cracking me up with this whole Atari thing. Who doesn't remember the original Atari?
Well, if you weren't born then. I mean, you probably wouldn't. If you weren't born then.
Yeah.
I'm guilty over here.
Peyton was born into the PlayStation era.
And no, I wasn't. I was with the Game Boys and the, what's it called? The GameCube era. That was me.
But PlayStation 1 would have been out then,
That was
right?
still later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Atari Rock. It was maybe 6 years ago that when I moved from California here to Arizona, I lost in the move. I lost my Atari, my original 1600.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer.
Pitfall, and I couldn't find the AB switch. Remember the old school AB switch?
Yeah.
You had to hook it up to the TV.
Yeah, you had to put it on channel 3.
You had the AB.
You had to put it on channel 3. You had the AB button, and then you had. And I remember, I think Atari came with Combat, which was a good game. I remember there used to be. I grew up in Chandler, and there was a store down the street from my house called Smitty's, and I'd go to Smitty's and wait for the Pac-Man game would come out. It was always sold out, and you couldn't get in. It was just Atari was such a great time in my life. I think it's making a comeback. I read something that we're going to come out with those, just like the Nintendo Switch came back. Now they're trying to bring back all these other things.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
They do.
Have a great day.
And Rich, that teabag thing also had me cracking up. We had the Atari and then the teabag with your lips.
Atari was my childhood teabag. It was Rich's.
Oh my
That's true.
gosh, John.
We didn't have the money for Atari.
We're babysitters.
Hey, you guys have a blessed day. It's great talking to you guys.
Thanks, Mike. Drive safe.
In my neighborhood, if you had name brand cereal and Atari, you were rich.
Dude, I found this new cereal, by the way. I bought 2 boxes of it on Sunday, and I already killed them both. And I haven't read into it too much because I don't want to.
Is it Magic Spoon?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It is.
It's so expensive.
It is?
Yes.
It's so good. It's like protein.
It's like cereal that's healthy for you. So they market it they have something that's like Honey Nut Cheerios, but healthier. They have something like Lucky Charms, but healthier.
And better. Tastes better.
Oh, wow. I saw that Cheerios had the protein version of the actual Cheerio brand.
Probably because of this.
Probably
because of this.
Oh, okay.
This Magic Spoon came out. They got peanut butter stuff. They got something called maple. They've got the one you just talked about, and it's freaking delicious. And I'm afraid. I just read that, hey, added protein, healthy for you. And some bodybuilder told me about it. So I got it. I'm afraid to look into it where it says, 4,000 grams of sugar.
Right. Have you run it through your Yuka app yet?
No, I gave up on Yuka. I think it's full. I think Yuka's full of boo-boo.
Really? You used to swear by it.
I used to, but then I think that they skew towards their sponsors.
Oh yeah,
That's
like
just my
I don't
opinion.
like that.
Just
like
my
how you
opinion.
feel like GPS wants to take you by like
All their sponsors.
All their sponsors.
Why? There's a gas station right here. Why are you taking me to Shell? Why aren't you taking me this one right here? Well, because
It's business.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, Peyton, I want to get into your whole thing. This epiphany you had about artists that are out right now.
Yeah, so, the epiphany happened when I was playing front to back the Duchess Fergie album.
Which is amazing.
It's a great album.
A great album. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, I know it's so bad to compare, like, current artists to, like, older artists that were popping off, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years ago. And in my head, I'm like, who is the new Fergie? I don't think we have the new Fergie. Because I feel like Chapel Roan is my generation's Cyndi Lauper. Like, if you listen to Pink Pony Club. And then you listen to Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. Like, same vibe.
Yeah, quirky pop.
Like, you just want to throw your hands up and vibe and be with your girlfriends.
That's a pretty good comparison.
Yeah,
right there.
I thought so too. And then so Nick and I were just back there talking. We're like, so who are the current artists that are giving older artist vibes? So I was like, Olivia Rodrigo, Good For You.
Yeah.
She gives Avril Lavigne Skater Boy.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I feel like that's dead on, and I feel like Olivia Rodrigo gives a little Paramore too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Oh yeah. Misery Business.
What else?
And then I had Gracie Abrams
She's Taylor Swift.
giving Taylor Swift.
Totally.
Totally.
Yeah.
With the guitar.
Yeah, I like Gracie Abrams
singer-songwriter
so
vibes.
much. I
Yeah.
think she's so awesome.
Yeah, I really like Gracie Abrams.
The last great American dynasty.
But Taylor Swift, though, is she old enough to be?
I don't know.
I think so.
I mean, she's
because there's
great.
also you're being influenced by somebody that's huge right now
Yeah.
versus when you go back to Cyndi Lauper, that's the 80s.
Exactly, and I mean, but this next one too, Tate McRae, she's up and coming.
Yeah.
Britney Spears, come on, y'all.
Oh yeah. But,
Yeah, for sure.
but I think that's influence too. Like I think Morgan Wallen is absolutely influenced by Zach Bryan.
Two guys just doing the same thing right now.
But like, I was just curious, like, who is this generation's Fergie? Who is this generation's Katy Perry, Rihanna, Beyonce? Like, where are they?
Who's this generation's Jelly Roll?
Don't you think SZA has sort of some Rihanna vibes?
I can see that. I think, yeah, I can see a little bit of that. I think she's just like more like R&B coded.
But it moves too, like Billie Eilish. Who would be her? Like, who would she be? Like, is she the new Katy Perry? Because it's changed
Exactly.
so much.
Like,
Maybe they're
who
all
knows?
just original.
Are they?
And that's why I know you're not supposed to compare them, but it's so hard for me not to.
But are you saying that also because maybe when you say who's the next Rihanna, is that because Rihanna hasn't put music out in a while? I mean, she's going to drop an album soon, right?
Yeah.
So at some point, you probably won't be saying who's the next Rihanna because Rihanna's going to have current music.
Definitely.
You know who's smart about this is Lady Gaga, because she sounds like old Lady Gaga right now. Her new stuff
Oh my
sounds like
gosh,
her throwback stuff.
Abracadabra?
The new Lady Gaga is Gaga.
Have you seen the March Madness? They're using Abracadabra for everything.
I love that
Yeah.
song.
I do too.
It's such a hit. It gives old Lady Gaga. Thank you.
It makes you like. I think the best part about Gaga songs is it makes you want to dance like her.
I
And
agree.
she has such a unique style.
I agree, and I think we can get Katy Perry back, but Katy Perry's got to give us like teenage dream Katy Perry.
Yeah, you can't do the new thing where
Right.
it sounds like a poppy commercial.
Here's what I think. Where's the next One Direction?
No, I like that. Who's the
I
next
know.
Jonas Brothers?
Because they're usually the cyclical. Yeah? How about that word?
Good word.
What's that mean?
It means cycles.
Okay.
I would say they're usually like 10-year cycles.
It
of
all
a boy
comes
band.
back.
Like the boy bands, like you go New Kids on the Block, and then you go 98 Degrees, Backstreet Boys in Sync, and then 10 years later, there's like One Direction. In 10 years, so when was One Direction out? 2010?
Don't forget New Edition in there too.
New Edition. Well, that was before.
Right.
I'm going backwards now.
I think
I'm
boy
trying-
bands are coming back though, for
That's
sure.
what I mean. So who is it?
I don't know.
Like,
Give us
so
the tea.
yeah, I mean, I would assume we're due for a big boy band
Yeah,
hit
for
soon.
sure.
Actually, Blackpink is pretty badass too. Do you know that girl from Blackpink is? I didn't know it was her on White Lotus.
Oh yeah,
Jennie?
Yeah,
Yeah, her. She's on the Idol
was
too.
it the?
she's on the Idol. You know that she's like apparently like the biggest star in the world.
I believe that.
In the world,
I believe that.
it's crazy.
She just did the Oscars too. She did the James Bond thing. That was
I turned off the Oscars by then.
That was good. It's to let you know she's a star, though.
For sure.
She brings it home.
Who's the next Benson Boone?
There you go. Boone is here.
He's a Ridge. I can't think of anybody he's copying.
Actually, he's giving Harry Styles. He is. He actually just did a whole interview about how he wants to stay in his own lane. He doesn't want to be compared to Harry Styles. But I'm like, you look like Harry Styles out there.
The vibe of what he wears, for sure.
There has to be a gap then, I think, in your presentation, because I think you go Cyndi Lauper, Chaperone. There's like a 30-year gap there.
True.
You go Benson Boone, Harry Styles. Harry Styles just hasn't had an album out in 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still got music that's being played on the radio. So I think you go from.
But when you're saying that we're ready for the next One Direction.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're saying too many things that are different in the same umbrella. It's like you've got to pick. It's like Cyndi Lauper, Chaperone. There has to be a gap between it. So there's got to be a who's the next, or are you influenced?
Right, like
by?
kind of like a Tate McRae and a Britney Spears,
That's a
or
good
an
one.
Olivia Rodrigo and Avril Lavigne. Like the Gracie Abrams and Taylor Swift is a stretch because Taylor Swift is so hot right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel you.